Okay, so here we are back with another video. That's not my intro usually. I just wanted to say, hopefully this is the last time I have anything to do with this game Eminem beef until Eminem responds. I do want to check out this video from Crypt. I was actually hoping he was going to, at some point, acknowledge this diss. I mean, he reacted to it, of course, but like actually make his video review, his Everything Wrong in particular. That's what it's called. What I've said is what I've said about Game. Great artist. I don't want everybody who still comments on that video that I reacted to talking shit on Game. Stop. He's not trash. Mike level. He is a. I consider him a top MC. He's not in Eminem's league. That's not me being a stan. That's not me worshiping Eminem or thinking Eminem's a god. It's just a fact. I mean, Game in its whole catalog has not spit anything near Eminem. And that's just true. Like, I mean, just take for example, like, if a big ass nigga like me try to skateboarding, does that mean I'm gonna be better than Tony Hawk? Unlikely, nigga. Very, very unlikely. So I don't see, what the fucking big deal is, bro. Game's not better than M. Okay, he's still a successful rapper for the most part. And yeah, I mean, I think that's pretty good. But yeah, I'm not gonna hold you guys. Definitely, this is Ninja Guy here. Subscribe. We're 400 away from 2,000, and I really need you guys to sub so we can get there. I appreciate that. Let's see what Crypt has to say.
Game dropped The Black Slim Shady, which is one of the songs off of his album Drillmatic. The Black Slim Shady is a 10-minute diss track aimed at Eminem, and while there may be some high points and good bars in the song, that's not what this video is about. This video will undoubtedly get copyright claimed despite falling in line with the fair use policies that YouTube has. So
Facts. You see me complain. You see me have my videos blocked before. I've had plenty of videos where I reacted to Eminem's music as soon as it dropped. And it's so fucking annoying that the label, I'm not blaming Eminem, the label automatically pings it and blocks the video even though it is not a direct re-upload, bro. I'm changing the content of the song. So fucking stupid. So, yes, I'm sorry that you have to go through the script. Even more in your case, you're not even reacting to the song here. Trash.
if you really want to help me out and make this worth my while, make sure that your balls are clean and fresh and shaven by using my code CRYPT20 at Manscaped. And for a limited time, anybody that buys the Platinum Package 4.0 and shows me proof on Instagram, I'm going to give you guys a follow back. It comes with so much stuff, including the body wash, the 2-in-1 shampoo and conditioner.
Sure.
But without further ado,
Okay, sorry. Yeah, definitely check out Crypt's spot. It actually wasn't. I didn't have to skip that. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Crypt. I just do that as a precaution sometimes. Definitely check out, support Crypt in any way possible. Okay, support any YouTuber, especially reaction channels with these sponsors, because that's why I promote my gaming channel and everything else, because that's the only way I'm gonna be able to make a profit doing YouTube, and I want YouTube to be my job one day. So. Definitely check out their sponsors and support them whatever way possible.
Here is Everything Wrong with Black Slim Shady.
Like how you sounded sad in there. He's like, everything wrong.
I'm the Black Slim Shady.
This is a 10-minute diss track against Eminem, who quite literally has not said one single thing about the game.
There's going to be pauses in this video, by the way, because I'm reacting to what he's saying. And I'm pretty much going to agree with everything he says here. Yes, I've said it before. The main, that point that Crypt just said comes before anything that this diss. I don't care if Game threw the most heavy diss track. To me, and to me only, it's always going to be why. Nobody has done that. I've seen very few people be like, why is this diss made? And to me, that makes it corny. It's already a corny aspect to diss someone who has done nothing to you. It's a corny aspect to diss someone who helped you. Game, he gave you a fucking career, bro. And he hasn't done any snake shit from what I know. If you have any intel about Eminem snaking you out, then yeah, of course, and that's different, but like, it doesn't think, I don't get it. I don't.
Not one thing. 1 cent per minute of this diss track immediately.
That was annoying as when I first listened to it. I'm like, tripping, man. Do not use that ringtone ever again in my life, Game.
Hey, Grandma. Yeah, I'm still out making my Uber
That was
runs.
my
I just got one more pickup. kinda close to 8 Mile.
Math time. The song starts off with a phone call from the viewpoint of one Matthew Mitchell, the younger brother of Stan, in which Eminem created an entire legacy behind. Matthew's dead, by the way. He died in 2013 in the song Bad Guy, but we'll get to that in a minute.
Matthew Mitchell, big bro is for you. Oh, hope you can swim good. Now say you hate homos again.
Stan came out in the year 2000, and we know that Stan was like Eminem in every way imaginable, which is why he was so obsessive with him. With that into account, we can assume that he was about the same age as Eminem, which would make this year his 50th birthday. Being that he and Matthew are brothers, they have the same mother, obviously, meaning that they also have the same grandmother. With that into account, in 1972, the year in which Stan was born, the median age in which a mother had her first child was 26.7 years old, making Stan and Matthew's mother born in the year 1945 and roughly 77 years old. And in 1945, the year in which Matthew and Stan's mother was born, the median age for a woman to have her first child was 22.8 years old, making Stan and Matthew's grandmother born in 1922, making her 100 years old. That bitch does not have a phone. That bitch don't even know what Uber is. Hell, that bitch ain't alive. And neither is Matthew.
I did not even think about that, bro. Damn. Jesus Christ. I knew Matthew Mitchell died, that bad guy. Well, I didn't remember how he died, but I knew he died or something happened to him. But shit, Crypt went beyond for this, bro. Could have just said that nigga was dead, but no, it doesn't make any sense.
It's a conversation between ghosts. Also, Uber strictly prohibits you from touching your phone for phone calls while driving. It's 3 demerit points and a $500 fine. And you can clearly hear that awesome Michigan infrastructure road noise in the background as he's on his way to pick up his last passenger for the night. And since we don't hear his grandmother's voice through the Bluetooth speakers in the car, we know that he's not using the allowed hands-free option. Ghosts are bad Uber drivers.
I don't think they know who they fucking with.
Ah, the classic, you don't know who you're fucking with trope in a diss track. Also, literally no one has said anything. Eminem, the person that this song is about, has not said a thing. He is quite literally not fucking with you because he hasn't said a word.
Hi, I'm the Black Slim Shady.
Hey, an Eminem cadence, get used to that.
Sick in the brain, sick is the day that I came.
Hey, an Eminem cadence, get used to that.
Hennessy wanna.
Yes. Somebody, and that's the thing, like, I hope what people are saying that this was just a light diss track, but since Game hasn't followed up, he's probably trying to avoid a canon situation. Yeah, no, that was corny, bro. That was corny, my nigga. I get what you're trying to do, but the whole you don't know who you fucking with. You ain't fucking with me. That's corny, dog. Don't say that in a diss track, man. It's who are you? I mean, Game, yeah, it can make sense, but it's still corny. But it's always a bunch of nobody.
Through my veins, I load up the clip and aim.
Get used to a lot of this generic rhyming that doesn't really mean anything at all. Also, the game rhymes the word sick with sick 4 different times in the first 4 opening bars.
Sick in the brain, sick is the day that I came. Sick of you niggas, sick and tired of niggas.
I understand he's rhyming other words with sick as well, but sick 4 different times is too many sicks. I'm sick of sicks.
I stick my dick in your podcast.
Hey, the game talking about his dick. Get used to that.
Now you
Yes.
calling out the
Gabe, what is with you would talk about your Johnson, bro? Golly, it wasn't even on here. It's on the fucking 300 bars and running, which is infinitely better than this. But stop talking about your dick, nigga. I mean, okay, you want to say, yo, you got a big dick, nigga? Like, who are you trying to show up for? Like, no one
side
cares.
like a centipede.
Crawling out the driver's side like a centipede? Of all things that crawl, a centipede? There's no other connection to that line at all. It's quite literally just something that crawls, and it's a very lazy line, which is funny because at the end of this song, you're gonna hear about the game telling Eminem not to be lazy when he responds.
And me, I'm finna be on a jet to the Philippines.
Hey, more useless rhyming, get used to that.
G-A, Ficky, M, pay my face, I'm him.
Game forgets to add an E when he's spelling, so instead of game, he's now Gam. Also, hey, an Eminem cadence, get used to that.
Putting this big black dick in your skims.
Hey, the game.
Yeah, I think someone said it's supposed to be a reference on Kim, like Skims, Kim's, a reach. But if it is, it's a bar. But one, it doesn't make sense because Eminem does not. What the fuck? That was weird. Eminem does not give a fuck about Kim anymore. Like, he does not care. I think Rap Devil was point of that at this point. And Kill Shot, he does not give a fuck what people say about her anymore, bro.
Ain't talking about
Or
his
his
dick.
mom,
Get used to
or
that.
his
Also, what
dad.
the fuck is a
Like-
skim? Every definition that I've looked up, every noun, verb, everything, slang, urban dictionary, everywhere I've looked, There's nothing that would make sense.
I killed Dr. Dre in my basement last night.
Hey, an Eminem cadence. Get used to that. Also, game rhymes last night with last night 5 different times in this section.
Basement last night, wasted last night, ape shit last night, placed it last night, tasted last night.
I understand that he's rhyming other words as well, but he's quite literally already done this tactic in this very same song. And we're not even 20% of the way through this 10-minute diss track.
Lost my taste and my smell, I got a Marion.
Twitter joke. Also, that counts as a COVID bar, and those are automatic sins nowadays.
Me and Dr. Fauci went to Crazy Girls, and then we got a party on.
Dr. Fauci is the chief medical advisor to the United States, and he got famous because of COVID. So guess what? Another COVID bar, another COVID sin.
So fee, five, fum, I'm with 40 going dumb, not E40 the other 40. I'm with Canadians at Drake House, having a steakhouse.
Like, that's a decent bar. But who the fuck cares? Like, that how do you put that on a t-shirt? Who cares? If someone was dissing me with this, I'd be mad. Like, why are you wasting this filler shit? Who the fuck, how is it gonna impact me? I don't give a fuck about that Canadian nigga, bro. Like, what?
This is a very sloppy transition where there's a line thrown in that completely does not rhyme with anything between two other rhymes that set different rhyme schemes apart. Fum and dumb rhyme with each other, Drake's house and stakeout rhyme with each other, but not E40 the other 40 means nothing at all here.
What's beef? Beef is when you tell a chef to bring them steaks.
Isn't it? I think OVO 40. I think that's what he means, crypt. I could be wrong. You could be absolutely correct. I don't fucking know what this nigga was on, bro. But I'm pretty sure it's OVO 40. That's what he meant.
Yes, game. That is actual beef. But quite literally the exact opposite of the beef that he's referring to and trying to make a punchline about with the Biggie Smalls song, and does so very unsuccessfully.
What's beef? Beef is when you need two cats to go to sleep.
Stay the fuck up off of Stanley grass and take a shit in they yard.
Hey, more random ass rhymes. Get used to that.
And my dick stay hard.
Hey, the game talking about...
Bro, yeah, at this point, this is like a love letter to Eminem, and you keep talking about your dick, bro. Damn, I haven't listened to this diss track since I reacted to it, man. It's fucking annoying, man.
His dick, get used to that.
My dick get little on the internet.
Hey, the game talking about his dick. Get used to that.
Chuck?
Okay, this beat switch is fire. This beat switch is fire. I like that.
He apparently uses a fake name, Chuck, to order this Uber driver that he just so happens to know was going to be Matthew. But if you've ever ordered Uber, you know that you don't get to pick your driver. Your driver actually picks the trips itself. And according to the Uber driver's current employee ratings tab, there's at least 68 drivers at any given time in Detroit. And that's just people who decided to review their job status. So it's the absolute bare minimum amount of people working there. Meaning at the absolute best odds, the game would have a 1.4% chance of actually getting Matthew as his Uber driver. Did he just keep ordering Ubers all day like Ricky Bobby's dad kept ordering pizzas to get his son as a delivery driver? Hell, that pizza shop only had 4 delivery drivers, and it still took him 4 times before he finally got Ricky Bobby. So does that mean that the game ordered 67 other Ubers before he finally got this one? Also, you have to register some form of identification when making an Uber account.
You could tell he didn't think about this, bro. You could tell Game did not care about this. I get what you're doing. You have to do this, but it's like, shit, you know.
Literally did this to prevent what the game is planning to do later on in this song. So this whole Chuck charade is just a load of shit.
You don't need that mask. Nobody cares about that shit anymore.
Is that a COVID reference?
You got a charger up there with you?
Yeah, for sure.
Because the game's phone's nearly dead from ordering 67 Ubers before this one.
Hey, yo, I really fuck with that starter cap. That shit hard as fuck.
Because if you didn't already know this is Matthew, the game really wants you to know this is Matthew. Also, holy year 2000 stuck in the past.
Crazy story behind it. My brother
So much filler shit, bro.
Does Matthew forget the 7-minute tirade that he went on in 2013 in the song Bad Guy where he drove off a bridge and killed himself? Is this like the Halloween franchise where we completely forget that certain plot lines exist?
He gave this hat 22 years ago.
Damn.
I love that they went into detail because Stan actually dropped 22 years ago, but they forget the details that, I don't know, Matthew's dead!
Who signed it for you?
Eminem. He used to be like this rap god.
Bad Guy, the song that Matthew killed himself in, happened before Rap God on the Marshall Mathers LP 2 track list. So Matthew, knowing that he died in Bad Guy, would have no idea that the song Rap God even exists. The game is trying to make Matthew have a play on words with Eminem's song Rap God, but even if you ignore the fact that he's talking to a ghost right now, Matthew still feasibly could not be aware of the song. You can argue that Rap God was a single and dropped 2 weeks before the album, so maybe there was a slight chance that Matthew heard it, but no. The album was already available for pre-order and the track list was available at the time, so all songs were already created. Also, why is he explaining who Eminem is? He's driving on 8 Mile. Literally anywhere in the world, of all places, that is where
Plus, everybody knows who's Eminem. Like, come on, like, even niggas who never fucking touch hip-hop know who
everyone will know who Eminem is. But all this is redundant, because Matthew's dead!
Man, me and my brother praised him.
That's when I was little. I don't really like any of his new stuff.
So why the fuck are you still wearing the hat with the signature? Also, why has he been wearing this hat for 22 years? That signature would definitely be gone with normal wear and tear. Wouldn't the new stuff be considered recovery for Matthew Mitchell from 2010 since he died before Marshall Mathers LP2 was released? Recovery was fucking awesome. Even Machine Gun Kelly liked Recovery, and he even said this in a diss track to Eminem. I don't know, this whole speaking to Matthew thing is full of non-stop logical fallacies that we're just gonna keep harping on because...
Whoa, wait. I know where we're going. Wait, why do you have a Hey man, I'm driving, I'll get you there, wait.
The game is kidnapping Matthew at gunpoint, even though there's a paper trail leading back exactly to who the game is and where they're at in their current location. Uber protects their drivers,
just a gangster
dog.
like that.
I love that Matthew refuses to shut up here, even though the game tells him to shut the fuck up with a gun to his head, and he still continues to talk.
All I got is my word, my dick and my Mac 10.
Hey, the game
Damn. And this follow-up bar, I hate it so much. I'm just gonna...
talking about his dick. Get used to that.
One thing you can never have is my motherfucking black skin.
Another diss claiming that Eminem wants to be black as its main premise of the diss. What's this, the 45th one that we've heard so far?
So, he goes platinum and I'm on the map with him.
Hey, an Eminem cadence. Get used to that.
He got all the blackest friends. He wants to be African. Me.
The you wanna be me trope that we always hear in diss tracks. Also, more Eminem wants to be black disses. If only we haven't already heard this topic being harped on, and this is by Nick Cannon, Cannabis, Nick Cannon again, as is K. Rhino, D'Angelo Bailey's lawyer, Cannabis again, Ja Rule, Everlast, Benzino, Nick Cannon a third time, Benzino again, Cannabis a third time, The Source Magazine, ICP Evidence, ICP again, Haystack, and Benzino a third time.
Left for dead on the doctor's advocate. Dre never executive produced it, I just imagined it.
Isn't this supposed to be about Eminem? Is he still salty that Dre didn't produce The Doctor's Advocate? There's very obvious reasons why Dr. Dre did not produce that. Why is that even being mentioned right here? And the album still went #1 and sold 360,000 copies first week, so what the fuck is he mad about? If anything, it's 50 Cent's fault that Dr. Dre didn't produce it, not Eminem's.
Here goes the magic tricks, candy shops and the magic stick.
Hey, an Eminem cadence, get used to that. Also, the game is swapping back and forth between mockingly trying to rap how he thinks Eminem sounds using Eminem's cadence, and also rapping how the game truly raps. And honestly, the lines are starting to get blurred, so now I can't even tell what is real and what's being exaggerated.
D'Angelo.
But yeah, he's, I think also in this one, Crypt, he's dissing all of them, like 50 Cent, Dre, pretty much people who he views. This nigga, someone brought up a good point. I think he is mentally unwell, and I've been thinking that for a while now. This nigga is the most insecure nigga in hip hop, bro, as a main artist. This nigga is very, like, we talk about Yeezy and other rappers and shit, but Game has a very big inferiority complex, bro. This nigga cannot stand it. He is so jealous.
Baby got in shape to whip your ass again.
He's bringing up Eminem's middle school bully? What? That dude sued in the early 2000s because he said Eminem lied about being bullied, even though D'Angelo Bailey went on several shows and said that he actually did bully Eminem. He then proceeded to lose the lawsuit, and the judge wrapped the verdict back to him. If any time in history, that would have been the time to get back in shape and whip his ass because of how embarrassing it was. Not 20 years later.
So pass me the torch, cause the torture in my mind with the voice that defied rhymes.
Hey, another Eminem cadence with useless rhyme schemes. Are you used to it yet? Because it's happened a fuck ton.
You depressed, you just masking it. You pop an Adderall, a Vicodin, and an aspirin.
Contrary to this statement, Eminem has actually been quite open about being depressed. It's literally the first 5 words of his song Beautiful.
I'm just so fucking depressed.
I was in the white Rolls Royce with 5.9s.
Earlier, he said all he had was his dick and his Mac 10, but now he's got 5.9 millimeters, so what the fuck happened?
All I got is my word, my dick, and my Mac 10. I was in the white Rolls Royce with 5.9s.
Also, he really stretched this 5.9s thing to make the Royce to 5.9 punchline that's coming up, and that's just bad writing. This is what I was talking about earlier, with the lines being blurred. I can't tell if he's trying to rap like an over-exaggerated old-school Eminem or rapping like he normally raps now.
Might just force the white guy to call D12 so he can be the pork that grinds swine.
Eminem and D12 haven't been a solid group together since 2006. Why is this being mentioned?
And the biggest rap in Detroit, that award is Sean Dimes.
It's quite literally not. Whether you're talking album sales, monthly listeners on Spotify, what have you, none of those are true. I love Big Sean, but this is just not.
Yeah, Big Sean's a dope rapper, bro. Why'd you... That's so corny, nigga. Like, that's corny as fuck, Game. Like, you bringing... What does that nigga have to do with this, dog? Like, why you bringing in niggas, bro? That's mad weird. If Big Sean wanted to say he's the biggest in hip-hop in Detroit, maybe at some point, like... early, like, 2010s he was, but he's not. He is not the biggest artist in Detroit, bro. And that's not a bad thing. You have a global... Eminem is more than just a rap star, and it's not me standing. This is a fact. Eminem is quite literally one of, if not the biggest artist in the world, bro. Solo. He has broken numbers that are not comparable, okay? So, no. In Detroit, where this nigga grew up, Big Sean will most likely never, ever see the number or the fame that Eminem has. And that is quite alright, bro. He's famous enough as it is.
Not factual.
So uncork the Chardonnay and stick my fork in white wine.
Oh, I get it now. He did it so he could have a punchline about Big Sean's song Marvin and Chardonnay and the white wine. But that's still a forced punchline based off the lie that Big Sean is the biggest rapper in Detroit. It's very similar to the Royce da 5'9" bar where he just kind of made stuff up out of thin air so he can make a punchline try to work.
I never heard you in a club. I never heard you in a bar.
I'm not much of a club goer, but the one time that I did go to a club back in 2013, I went to Club La Vila in Panama City, Florida. I vividly remember the Yin Yang Twins being the main act for that night. And as part of the hype-up music, they played 50 Cent's Into Club and Eminem's Crack a Bottle. Coincidentally, a game song was not played that evening. Also, you cannot tell me that Shake That was not played in millions of clubs across the U.S.
Shake that ass for me. Shake that ass for me.
Same goes for Smack That with Akon.
Smack that all on the floor. Smack that.
Also, if this was the criteria for being one of the best rappers ever, we'd have a lot of shit rappers in the GOAT conversation. This is just a bad stance from an argument that people have said for years now.
11 albums and 10 never got.
Yeah, like, for real, bro. You pretty much said everything I was going to say, but, like, who cares? Eminem is a battle rapper, lyricist, yeah. So he doesn't make fucking club music, and Crypt already just disproved your whole argument right there. He's not trying to make music for clubs. He doesn't have to. That's the thing. You have to make club music. You have to make bar music. That nigga does not have to anymore, bro. He doesn't have to make music for anyone. That's probably, like, every artist's goal. He can just drop shit, and people will pick it up and listen to it and blast that shit. Rap God was everywhere. What are you talking about? Like, what are you talking about? The hood don't play Eminem. So what? Fuck them niggas, bro. I mean, no, not fuck them niggas, but, like, who cares? That's what I'd be like if I was Eminem. I'd be like, fuck them niggas. I don't need who needs to fucking have them playing me? I got millions of followers. If they don't want to listen to me, fuck it. Why would I care?
I play inside of my car.
So far, I've counted exactly 3 copies to a T of Eminem flows. We have the flow from Lose Yourself, which came from Eminem's Curtain Call or 8 Mile soundtrack, depending on which one you want to use. It doesn't really matter.
So, he goes platinum and I'm on the map with him.
The flow from My Name Is, which came from the Slim Shady LP.
Hi, I'm the Black Slim Shady.
And some flows and sound effects from the real Slim Shady, which came from the Marshall Mathers LP.
I killed Dr. Dre in my basement last night.
There's also at least 4 other times where Game's rapping in a very familiar Eminem cadence.
Cause the torture in my mind with the voice that defied rhymes. Sick in the brain, sick is the day that I came. G-A, Ficky M, pay my face, I'm him. Calling out the driver's side like it's in the B. And me, I'm finna be on a jet to the Philippines. Philippines.
I just can't be bothered to dig through all the songs to find the exact ones because this is already a 12-minute video and we just hit the halfway point. The point is, Game is exemplifying at minimum 3 Eminem album styles in this song alone, rendering the statement that he's only played 1 Eminem album completely false. I'm gonna go ahead and assume that he's listened to every Eminem album, so we're gonna give 1 sin per lie per album.
I'd rather listen.
Which is ironic. I've listened to way less Eminem because I've never grew up on hip hop. I did not grow up on that. Hip hop was around me, but I never had an interest in it until later on in life. And this nigga's a bigger stan than someone that people are calling me stans. What is always going to be ironic. Like, yeah, of course I've heard these songs before, but damn, you can't tell me you can name this very obscure song from Eminem in 2002. Like, I don't know. What the fuck?
The snitch 9 like 69 times and participate in 69s with 69 nuns, then listen to you.
Then why have you rapped like him for the last 5 minutes? In the very interview that started all of this, he called Eminem one of the great MCs.
I like Eminem. He's one of the fucking good MCs. Great MCs. He raps fella. You know what I'm saying? Ficky.
He's also on record as having Eminem his number 4 rapper alive right now. What happened to all that?
You're a Karen, call the cops, tell him it's a black man on your block.
Jesus Christ, this was the second and stupidest line of the whole thing.
Epstein's chasing me around Epstein Island.
Game pretends that dead people aren't dead again. Also, this weird noise that the game makes is imitating Eminem's noise from his song Just Lose It, which was on Encore, making this the 4th confirmed Eminem album that the game is imitating on this very song, despite saying that he's only ever listened to 1 Eminem album.
I'm thinking, nothing rhymes with orange.
Here, the game is making fun of Eminem trying to rhyme with orange that he did on his song Tone Deaf, which came from his recent project Music to be Murdered By, Side B, making this the 5th confirmed album that the game is imitating on this very song, despite saying he's only ever listened to 1 Eminem album.
So 50 Slim Shady.
Sorry, Crypt, I am listening, but my eyes fucking with me because of all this light and shit. But I gotta put these eye drops in, bro. But yeah, this nigga is pissing me off, Crypt. I'm sorry. Oh my god. Let me play it back a little bit.
Here, the game is making fun of Eminem trying to rhyme with orange that he did on his song Tone Deaf, which came from his recent project Music to be Murdered By, Side B, making this the 5th confirmed album that the game is imitating on this very song, despite saying he's only ever listened to one Eminem album.
So 50, 50, Slim Shady, please stand up.
Hey, another Eminem cadence, get used to that.
Shoot the fade with me, I love to put these hands up.
The game literally said in this interview talking about the
Put the hands with me. Come put your hands up. I'm crying, game. It burns, game. How you just fell off to being this jealous ass nigga. Oh fuck, game. I want to put the hands up with you sometimes, or you're fucking trash, nigga. You are trash now. You need to talk to a therapist. Get rid of your yes man, nigga.
entire beef that he's not actually trying to fight. He just wants to rap with someone.
When I said what I said about him, it was to challenge him, to challenge hip hop, to ignite a rap riot. Not a street fight or not let's pull out the straps.
This Slim Haley's with me and she's unharmed for now.
God, I'm really scared.
Hey, mentioning Haley on a diss track against Eminem. Nobody's ever done that.
Yeah, it's getting mad corny now. It was corny. It was corny in the beginning. Ja Rule set the tone for it, man. And nobody's going to fucking ever, come back from what Ja Rule did on that shit. And you niggas still attempt to rekindle this fire. Like, just stop.
I'm cold as COVID, Ebola, the Spanish flu.
Also a little thing. Game, I'm pretty sure you probably met Haley. You're close to Eminem. You're in Eminem's circle, I consider, or at least an acquaintance. I mean, I'm pretty sure he put you on. So, it wouldn't surprise me at some point if you met Haley or he's talked about Haley. And that's weird. That is very strange. It's different with like Machine Gun Kelly or Ja Rule because they don't like Eminem, but you probably have met her before.
Corona.
2 COVID bars in one line. You can't make this shit up. Also, the game's the 4 millionth rapper that said he's cold as a cold.
The Zika virus pneumonia is deep inside my persona.
Hey, an Eminem cadence. Get used to that.
The renegade or the soldier, I really gave it to Hova. How I feel.
At this point, the game is literally just recycling everything that everybody has ever said and touching on every single buzzword he can think of. Right now, it's renegade. He already went after Haley. Surely he's not gonna go after Kim or his mother Debbie at some point too, right?
23 years still ain't penetrating the culture.
I'm not gonna list every accolade because I'd be here.
20, that was so stupid. I get what he's saying by the culture. I don't know if Crip's gonna tackle it. I'm pretty sure he will. Who cares? Who cares if he's penetrating black culture? I don't give a fuck. As a black man, I don't care. I don't. Yes, we invented so many genres of music. We invented rock. We invented hip hop. We invented jazz, blues. We did all of that shit. Okay. Eminem has done so much for African American culture, music. Tupac's own mother, his own beautiful mother, gave him her blessings to have Tupac's music and just shared her love with the passion. Everyone here loves Tupac, bro. I don't know what he's done so much for Biggie. He's done so much for these upcoming rappers, YB and Namir. He's done so much for a Boogie with the Hoodie. Why? What do you mean he's not penetrating? What does he have to do? At this point, he's not penetrating the culture because you guys just won't accept it. He's done too much. And I'm surprised Eminem hasn't just rejected all of this shit at this point, because it seems like black people his whole life, or a specific group of black people his whole life, will just never accept Eminem. He wasn't accepted before he was rapping, and he won't be accepted now. And that's fine. That is okay. There are plenty of black people who do listen to Eminem. When I did in high school, I definitely knew niggas who hated Eminem, white people who hated Eminem, and I didn't care. I still listened to it. Cause shit was fire. It was fire music. Didn't care to use a skin color. Like, what the fuck? Y'all niggas are weird like that, bro. So, yeah, of course, on a global scale, yeah, Eminem is far beyond. But in the hood, in the back streets, where if you're talking like real down and dirty niggas, fuck it. They probably don't listen to it. No, you dead ass right.
Here forever, but this is false.
You are not top 5 in mine, big or pop eyes.
No shit! Biggie and Tupac are dead. And
such a corny man. You guys don't know, when I heard that line, I got like legitimately angry, and I got a little bit angry right there too, bro. They are dead, and this whole Biggie and Pac obsession that he has, and I'm going to talk about this. this Biggie and Pac, like Biggie and Pac is flow. Nigga, you will never know if they fuck with you or not. Okay? You would never know that. Stop speaking for these niggas, bro. They have been dead for 20 plus years. You could say Biggie and Pac are your inspiration, or you feel like, or like when Eminem said that he feels like Biggie and Pac are flowing through his veins, but stop speaking on what they would like or dislike, nigga. Like, that's weird. If you actually personally met them and knew things about them, then yeah, but no. I'm pretty sure Tupac was dead. Like, I wouldn't say long dead, but he was gone for a while before Eminem even became top tier. And there's a very slight chance that Biggie even knew who Eminem was. So unless you talk to Biggie directly about Eminem, and he was like, he ain't in my top 5. Which most those things are probably untrue, bro. I don't know when you came on, but it's weird. Stop speaking about these niggas like that, bro.
And they died before the Slim Shady LP came out, which is when everybody heard him. That's like saying Elvis or Jimi Hendrix doesn't have Metallica in their top 5. No fucking shit. Also, literally just over a year ago, the game tweeted that Eminem was in his top 5. You can't make this up. It's still on his Twitter. I don't know how many sins to give this. We're going with 1,000 because there's just direct proof.
Sniff a white line.
Eminem is going on 13 years sober. This is the Nick Cannon approach of talking about old drug use. And if there's somebody that you don't want to copy in an Eminem diss track, it's Nick Cannon.
My Suge Knight Vanilla Ice.
Hey, the game calling Eminem Vanilla Ice. Nobody's ever done that before. The diss track against Eminem. Yeah. Also, Suge Knight used to stalk Vanilla Ice and would just show up anywhere that he was out of nowhere.
Yeah, I mean, this is really fucked up that you're mentioning this, because I feel like, not you, Crypto, Game. I'm talking to the game right now. Oh man, this is fucking weird, bro. You know what Game did, or sorry, you know what Suge Knight did, and unless Eminem did something to you personally, it's a very weird thing to support this type of bullshit. Like, Game legit, or Suge Knight was an evil motherfucker. You heard his laugh. You heard the shit he said about Eazy-E. You heard all this shit. And you still
including his own hotel room. And in that hotel room, he took him to the balcony and threatened to throw him off the edge if he didn't sign away some points to Ice Ice Baby. Evil, so unless the game somehow comes away with some points for Eminem's Lose Yourself, I think we can call his bluff.
Didn't this nigga kill someone? Like, ran someone over for parking in their parking spot or some shit? Like, this is a super villain.
Crazy.
Hey, an Eminem style. Get used to that.
I'm not Mr. Nice Guy.
Hey, you just said that. Literally, like 5 seconds ago. Just said those exact words.
You didn't pissed off Jimmy, Universal, and Interscope. Nope, I got Jimmy, Slim, 50, and Universal, Interscope.
YouTube rappers have been saying this punchline for 4 years now.
Then I'm running in the Interscope. If they don't sign me, then the Interscope.
Crazier than...
Yeah, it's weird. Damn, I don't know. That kind of makes me sad, Crypt. I hope you and Screw are cool now. I don't know. I'm not gonna. If you don't want to talk about it, that's fine. But damn. But yeah, that's a corny ass VAR too. I mean, it was all right. Like, just stupid. This is stupid, bro. It's like if when I hear a dope bar, which there hasn't been any in this track so far, it's like, nigga, why are you dissing this dude, bro? Like, the fuck.
Hey, the game talking about Kim on an Eminem diss track because nobody's ever done that before. Yeah.
You love your mother? Well, I'm cleaning out your closet for you and your half brother.
Hey, the game talking about Eminem's mom on a diss track against Eminem because nobody's ever done that before.
Yeah, she looks just like me.
And I told you when I was in Detroit, I wanted to go to 8 Mile. Because when I was little, to get some M&Ms, I had to walk 8 miles.
What the fuck? This is the stupidest line of the whole song. This is so...
That line was genuine too.
100
that
cents.
line was stupid as fuck.
Leave his brains all thin when the game's all in, then the chain's all ring.
Hey, another Eminem style, even though the game says he doesn't listen to Eminem. Get used to that.
Hello? Page and Dr. Dre. He ain't got a lot to say.
Hey, another Eminem style, even though the game says he doesn't listen to Eminem. Get used to that.
But since Curtis always do, let him write the rhymes for you.
The game literally said in this interview that he wants to battle 50 Cent, but that he can't rap and won't rap. So he's battling Eminem because 50 won't rap. So this is completely contradictory to the main goal here.
Why M? Like, what was the origin? You know why? Yeah. Because 50 can't rap. He can't out-rap me, so your buddy can rap, though. And so I got to go a level up. and challenge the better rapper.
The chick on the show wasn't picking me and Mariah wasn't picking you.
The game does the Eminem 8 Mile tactic and disses himself on the song, so Eminem can't respond with the diss, right? Also, the game talks about Mariah on an Eminem diss track because nobody's ever done that before. Yeah.
Do rag for 10 years and never had one wave.
This is one of the best disses.
Yeah, that diss was fire. Cause yeah, Eminem wearing it. I don't know why Eminem wore this. That can't defend Eminem on that one. Maybe someone picked out a fit for him and told him to rock it. But yeah, it's a half decent. It's half because it's like, yeah, this Poe never had one wave in his hair, double entendre, but he did have one wave. He's a goddamn tsunami. What do you mean he hasn't had a wave?
This up the whole song. Too bad Ja Rule said this fucking 15 years ago.
Ja Rule said,
You're never gonna have waves, you'll never know black pain.
This is not Mom's spaghetti.
What does this even mean? There's so much of this throughout the whole thing. I understand the famous line of Eminem's Mom's Spaghetti, but this is not Mom's Spaghetti. What does that fucking mean?
This your dad was 22 when he ate Lil Debbie. He tasted the cake, cause she was only 15, so how can one not sympathize with her having you as a teen?
Finally, a legitimate great diss. I will remove one sin for Sir Game. But the game also just lost a sexual assault court case, so he's not really one to speak on this issue, so I'll take that sin back now.
Little Marshall Mathers, mad cause nobody thinks that Little Marshall matters.
Have I mentioned that Eminem literally has not said a single word about this entire thing? If anything, the game is pissed off and mad because so many people think that Eminem is in their top 5 and would kill him in a versus battle.
And I used to think Eminem was better than me.
So what you saying right now?
He's not.
see how those niggas are laughing?
Challenge it.
Look at him in the eyes, bro. You can tell me this dude is so inferior and angry. He's probably drunk here. I mean, looks like there's liquor in here and shit. But it's like, bro, that's probably real. That's how he really feels, bro. He really feels like, I mean, yeah, I respect, on a man shit, I get it. Nobody wants to be sidekick or compared to someone and then told you're worse. It sucks. But at some point, people are better than you at certain things in life. Game, you're probably, you say you want to see him with the hands, you could probably whoop Marshall's ass. So congratulations there. You're probably a better boxer. Like, you're not better. And it's okay, bro.
Game, you don't want to go versus against
Yes,
Eminem.
I do. What do you mean? Yeah, I do. The fuck you mean?
So if anything was the matter, the game is getting madder and madder that little Marshall Mathers matters.
Let's get this shit all together. The picture was ripped, I fixed it, but none with me, you and 50. Let's stitch this shit all together.
The game rhymes all together with all together. They're the bookend rhymes with some inner rhymes in the middle of it, but the bookend rhymes are still the same word.
I even kidnapped Stan's brother and baited him in for you.
Hey, did I mention that Matthew's dead?
But you'll just say no. Probably leave us in the blistering cold.
Hey, another direct line from an Eminem song, even though the game says he doesn't listen to Eminem. Get used to that.
God made you damn near perfect, he just missed your soul.
So you agree that he raps well.
You ain't a shell of who you used to be.
Hey, another diss that somebody else has already said. Get used to that.
And after you, it's me on a Uzi spree like it's two of me. And Matthew's dead now.
Matthew was already dead! Also, earlier in the song, he said he only had a Mac 10, and then it turned into a Mac 10 and 5.9 millimeters. Now it's a Mac 10, 5.9 millimeters, and an Uzi? How many fucking guns is this guy carrying on him? Also, that sound effect was not in Uzi. That sounded more like one of the 9 millimeters he's got.
Did you re-dye your beard or get another facelift or do shrooms in your mom's basement?
Nick Cannon and MGK have quite literally said all of those things in their diss track.
How ironic. An attic in the basement.
13-year-old drug joke. Cool. Alright, in all seriousness, I will take away a sin for this because I love this punchline. I know Eminem has said something similar about being an addict and using the room addict and drug addict and that flip, but this was cool, okay? I'll give him this one.
You never understood ebonics or cadence.
I'll take that sin back now. Jesus. The whole song...
Why would he need to understand ebonics and, cadence? Cadence? If anything, his cadences get annoying after a while. There are literally people who were bitching at Eminem for all the little accents and cadences and nuances he used to nuances he used to do. Dude, what are you talking about? He didn't have a fucking cadence. It's chicka, yeah, it's me, some shit. Like, dude, bro, that was what he was notorious for. What the fuck are you talking about? You know it clearly. You made 10-minute love letter for this nigga, bro. And then the ebonics. If he were to start talking about ebonics, you would cancel him. You're just putting Eminem in positions where he can't move, and then calling that this is bullshit. Because if Eminem started like trying to speak in ebonics or say some shit, we already got MGK for that, and fucking Jack Harlow, and them niggas get clowned on it for too. So weird ass thing about
is the game using Eminem cadences, but he says he doesn't understand cadences.
If anything, also, people like Eminem for the fact that he doesn't do that. Because that's the corny white boy thing. That's white boy imitating black people shit that we see. So, you know, people respect the fact that Eminem is himself. He's the weirdo. He's the crazy guy. He doesn't fucking try to copy or be like something that he's not. So, you're weird.
The hypocrisy is immaculate.
While I'm here, I should really thank MGK, UGK, Tech 9, Uzi Spray.
Is Game shouting out MGK because he kind of gave him a green light to diss Eminem because he made Rap God? A big part of the Eminem MGK beef happened on a song with Tech 9. If so, that does explain why he waited till just now to diss Eminem, even though he's had since 2006 to do so, since that's how long he and 50 have been beefing.
Hi kids, here's some fun.
Hey, another Eminem cadence, even though he said Eminem doesn't understand cadences. Are you fucking used to it yet?
Let's all say nigga once.
Fun fact, there's more recorded cases of the game being convicted of sexual assault than Eminem using the N-word.
Your fans want a rap guy? Well, fuck it. I'ma give them one.
Where? Listen, I'm not one to blindly hate. The game is a fucking...
And yes, I almost threw it up right there. I don't know why. This is so trash, bro. I almost threw that shit up, bro. Nah, I ate pretty heavy earlier. I need to chill out on that. But damn, game. I can't even listen to my body was literally rejecting it, so we gotta get through this.
Incredible rapper. Definitely a top 15, top 20 rapper of all time. But this is not the game. I don't know what this is.
I came to put Slim in the box, but he already live in one.
The game waits to the very last line of the song to actually drop a really cool bar.
Pick that pen up, don't be lazy.
80% of this diss was just him using old Eminem cadences. Talk about being lazy.
My dick get little on the internet.
Woke up, I look at the computer say, Floyd say.
Was this real? I heard a lot of people say that this is like taken out of context. I'm not insulting her. I just people. Haley was trending for a minute.
Hey, fuck T.I., fuck Nelly, fuck 50.
She looks just like
what
Eminem.
What do you say fuck me for?
Thank you to everybody that watched this video, and a special shout.
Yeah. Definitely check out Crypt, support him. Thank you for letting me react to this Crypt. This was definitely a good acknowledgement. Hopefully I can finally, with this video, put this game, the Black Slim Shady. I have nightmares about this song, man. I have nightmares about this song. Hopefully I can put that shit in the past, dog. Game. My final words for you until Eminem responds or you make another diss track. Get help. For real. You got some issues you need to work on, my nigga. You are not normal. None of this is normal, bro. Please seek help. Anyways, this has been Ninja God here. Please definitely check out my channel, subscribe. We're 400 away, please. So I'll catch you just later. Peace.